Hey everyone, it's Brad with Canadota Security. Today's new video, we are going to cover how to pull footage from your actual DVR, not the app, save it to a hard drive. Well, not a hard drive, a flash drive. So to start off, take your mouse, scroll down to the bottom screen so it pulls up the menu across the bottom. Select menu, come up here to playback. Now, upon kind of doing checking to see if this was going to work, we have noticed wherever it's highlighted in gray, it's kind of hard to read on your guys' end. That there says playback. Now I'm going to come over here to where it says normal smart. That's going to pull up this screen here. From here, you've got to select which camera you want to pull footage from. In this case, I'm going to pull from the driveway camera by selecting that, and then I'm going to come down here and select a date. And I'm going to go back to this past Sunday. Double click on that to bring that up. As mentioned in another video, as soon as you click on the date, it's going to go to today. It's going to go to that day, and it's going to be the earliest recording on there. In this particular case, it was 1:30 in the morning. I'm going to move this so it's going to be in daylight, so it's a little easier to see, I would think. But before we do, I do want to point out over here that you have a 30-minute increment, 1 hour, 2 hour, 6 hour, and 24-hour increments. That has to do with this particular little bar across here. Right now it's in 30-minute increments. I'm going to change that to 6. So now you can see it's in 6 hour increments. The other thing that you can do as well to get to where we want to be so that there's daylight is I'm going to click on the red line here, and then I'm going to drag it to where I want it. There we go. Now we have daylight. So right here is a video. I'm going to go ahead and pause this for a second. Actually, I'm going to back it up a tiny bit. That's a pretty short video, it looks like. And then I'm going to pause. Now I'm going to point out a few things for you. This little icon right here is a pair of scissors. When we're pulling a video to store onto a flash drive to be able to share with the police or a friend of yours to see if they knew who the person might be, you're going to use that particular icon. It means clipping. So I'm going to hit play, and then you come over and hit the start clipping. Hopefully you can actually read that. It says start clipping. So I'm going to hit play, come over, hit start clipping. A little green check mark appears. The video continues. You can see up there I was backing out of the driveway that day. And then once the video stops, or you want to stop the video, you're going to click on the same icon. Right now it says stop clipping. So I click on it, and now it has stopped clipping. Now, to find that particular footage, I'm going to come over to the little gear icon, which is going to get me to file management. So I'm going to click on that. And as you can see right here, it shows you the time frame that I took that video, and it shows you a little thumbnail over here so that you know it's the right one. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and this little box over here, you want to see that check mark. Total size of that video, as you can see, is 8,737 kilobytes. It should be a relatively small enough file that it can be shared. You don't want to go too big, or they don't like to send or store sometimes. So once you have this clicked, then you're going to come down here and hit export. Now I should also mention at this point, you're going to want to put a flash drive into the USB port on that front right corner of your NVR. So you'll put that in there. You're going to end up hitting export. When you do, it'll show the device name up in this box. And here under backup type, you can go ahead and select either MP4 or AVI. Try to keep it in MP4 if you can. And then you're going to come down here and hit export. Now right at the moment I don't have a flash drive that is formatted properly, so I don't actually have one in there. But you would hit export here. A little box is going to pop up showing a progress of 0 up to 100%. And then when it's done, it'll let you know when it's done. So right now I'm just going to hit the back button. Then I'm going to hit cancel. And then to get out of this particular screen here, you go up here. So to close this out, we're going to hit the X up here in the upper right corner. When that occurs, you're going to get this message down here that says there are some video clips to be saved. Do you want to save them now? You're going to select yes. And the reason you're going to select yes is that if for some reason the flash drive that you give to the state police or local police with the file of the incident, if they take that back to their office, plug it into their computers, and for some reason can't get it to play, then you're going to bring it back to us, and then you're going to get it back from them, and you're going to save it in the different format. The first time, always try to save it in MP4. If they can't play it, change it to the AVI and re-save it. So that's what you want to do. You would hit yes from that standpoint. I don't need to save this, so I'm going to go ahead and hit no. And that is how you pull footage for the authorities to be able to view off of your NVR. Thanks again for your business.